StarCraft fans. This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another StarCraft upload. Today is a Heart of the Storm game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. Figured I'd mix it up, and let's get right on into it. In the bottom right hand of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Luke, who is confused as to why he's against Masters players. That is a fair question, Luke. And in the top left corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Kiwi. All right, so Kiwi versus Luke coming in, throwing down their pylon at the top of the ramp, moving out with a probe. Got it sped up a little bit just because early game Heart of the Storm is actually kind of slow and not a whole lot happens for the first couple of minutes. Legacy of the Void, choosing to go to those 12 starting workers was a brilliant move, in my humble opinion. So no, there is Mothership Core, but I believe she can only overcharge the Nexus. Is how that works. Barracks on the way, taking that assimilator, working on the gateway at the same time. Barracks is just about done. Are we going to use a Reaper name? Kiwi is in fact going for the Reaper, just because there are no adepts, right? There's no adepts, so it's a little bit easier to do this thing. We have actually seen definitely fewer Reapers since Legacy of the Void came out, but regardless, this Reaper's name is going to be Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis the Reaper. I am Mal'Ganis. I am a Reaper. Yeah, that's Mal'Ganis. That's Mal'Ganis for you, the Reaper. Checking to see any weird pylons up here by my natural. No, thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. SCV Scout sees the double gas, sees the gateway cybernetics core opening and says, "Where's your hired tech? Luke, what you planning on doing here today, friend?" And the answer is nothing yet. Not until you're gone. Yeah, sneaky little guy. Is there? There we go. I was going to say, Stalker was in production, so that's enough of that SCV. No more scouting available. Checking up a pylon back at the back of the base. Trying to see, maybe this is, yeah, this is where the tech is going to go. So let's take a look at it. And pylon done. And oh, it's a robotics facility over here. Robo opening. Meanwhile, Mal'Ganis is not interested in attacking. Well, was going to actually come back around. Do some more scouting out in the middle of nowhere. We're going to hop here inside the main base and try to get some stuff done. Where the heck is the Stalker? I don't know. Also, you notice there's no KD8 charge on this dude. So this makes him a little bit different as well. Going to try to go ahead and knock down some of these probes, forcing all of the probes to run. Dude, getting one of them. Getting one of the probes here. Another probe possibly. Oh, did hide inside. Hide inside the assimilator there. And the Stalker comes back, gets some shots off on this dude, and chases him away. Second base done. For Kiwi, going to go ahead and lift it and land it. Factory, swapping the reactor from the barracks. What is this going to be? You don't want to go Hellions. Oh my goodness. Double pumping Widow Mines. Double pumping Widow Mines and getting a starport. We're going to see some drops. We are going to see some drops here today. Zealot moving out across the map just for scouting purposes. Stalker, another Zealot joining him at the same time. That's going to be an Immortal. An Immortal here from Luke. Mothership able to defend fairly well. Where are you? Turn Nexus. Yes, turning the Nexus into a photon overcharge thing. Does it have the range to get this guy is the question. Apparently not. I think Luke would have done it. Does manage to hop out. The Reaper 14 hit points out of 60. Nice bunker on the high ground here from Kiwi, and got a couple Widow Mines here as well, just in case the Protoss player gets a little cheeky and starts to go up that ramp anyway. Immortal, pretty good answer to bunkers, just doing so much damage versus those guys. So much damage versus buildings in general. SCVs, go back to work. No. There's a noble command right there. Fine, there's not. And by Widow Mine drops, I mean Widow Mine defense here today. That is actually a Viking on the way here from Kiwi. So, pretty turtly, I would say, is our Terran player today. Stalker is going to try to move up here with some Zealots and get in this, but there are 2 Widow Mines and a bunker full of Marines and 2 more Widow Mines that could be burrowed. If they wanted to be burrowed, I'm not positive that they do, but I say, yeah, I don't know about going up this ramp. Whoa, Widow Mine fire. Goodbye, Stalkers. Might finish off the bunker anyway, though, with this Immortal. Like I said, Immortal pretty great. But Immortal by himself against several Marines, maybe not. Stalker support is coming here as well. SCVs joining the party. What are you doing, SCVs? Sacrificing their lives for the good of the Terran army here. Widow Mines here again, firing on the Immortal. Oh, big time hit. Takes out an Immortal and a Stalker. Widow Mines, man. Pretty great unit. as it turns out. I mean, that was what it was. 1 kill, 2 kills on those Widow Mines. And everybody goes back to work. No more pressure coming here from Luke. He should probably expand at some point. +1 ground weapons on the way here as well. And we do, there it is. There's that Reaper. Is this the same guy? He's the same guy. That's Mal'Ganis trying to knock down this Nexus. Here about the 10-minute mark. Stalker's going to wander on down here and say, no, good sir. You have overstayed your welcome, Mal'Ganis. Be gone with you. Be gone with you. Explosion, bloodstain later. He's completely out there. Luke, yeah, probably could have expanded a while ago, Luke, but that's okay. He was complaining about playing against the Masters level player, so understandable. What do we got? What do we got? Starport is using a reactor himself. Now, nothing really else in production. Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. Are you really going for Hellbats? Or Hellions? Tank? Back by this missile turret. 4 Widow Mines and a bunker. It's pretty good little defensive position there. Trying to, I was going to say, trying to sneak a command center down this way. No. Nope, that's a barracks. That is a scouting barracks. We are meching today. That is 2 more factories in addition to the 2 there already are. I mean, yes, you're not going to go for Blue Flame unless you're going for straight up mech, which really had its heyday in Heart of the Swarm, mostly against Zerg. When Zerg had their Swarm hosts, and those games, I mean, there were games, if you can believe it, that went over 3 hours. Went over 3 hours back in the day with Swarm host mech type stuff. I'm going to speed it up a tiny bit here. Speed up is definitely our friend today. Mule's dying here at the natural base. Really no sign of a third for the Terran player at all, but he has begun production of Hellions, likely going to be for Hellbats. I don't think you really need Hellions against Protoss. Hellbats are better. Hellbats are better. More damage, they're slower, but everything in the Protoss army is pretty slow. You don't need the speed to catch up with Zerglings or Hydralisks or anything like that. Is it time to go? It's time to go for Luke. He's feeling it in his bones. It's time to move on up here. So Observer is scouting this out. Stalkers can pick off Widow Mines from distance if they can see them. That's what this Observer is here to do. But there are tanks up here on the high ground as well. I'm not sure the Stalkers are going to be able to break this. Just straight, yeah, I don't know. Just with only Stalker here. Maybe some Immortals to absorb the damage. Another Immortal Barrier at this point. Reduces incoming damage to a maximum of 10. So really good against tanks. Fantastic against tanks. I mean, that tank hits you for 50 damage, not 10. Just kidding, it's only 10. Stalkers do pick off a Widow Mine. Oh no, but the scan and the Widow Mines clear out. Oh, clear out the Observer. So now the Stalkers have nothing to do. There's the Hellbat transformation for Kiwi, getting +1 ground armor. Getting a second Forge back home. Gateway, Twilight Council, another Immortal. I like this plan. I like this multiple Immortal plan here. So very mechy army here from Kiwi coming down. Got himself some tanks, 4 of those, 5 or 6 Hellbats, and 4 Vikings. Trying to sneak on in here to this natural base of the Protoss player. Again, Photon Overcharge only works on the Nexus. So the units have to get close enough to get hit by the Nexus to really matter. Can't throw up a pylon and call it good. Can't do it. Alright, so Stalker's on the high ground, and here we go. Kiwi's trying to sneak it in here. Templar Archive's on the way from Luke, but it's going to be a little bit too late. It's going to be way too late for this battle. +2 attack as well, going to be late. Charge for the Zealots would be nice. And now suddenly the Turtler, or Turtley has become the Turtler? Wait, how does this work? Either way, now Kiwi set up perimeter on Luke instead of playing defense. Going to try to land his third base over here to the right of his natural. Nice little expansion pattern out of Kiwi there. And I'm just trying to see, is somebody going to make a move? Storm being researched. I like that. Immortal count at 3. Soon before Zealot goes down to see what's up, gets obliterated by tank fire and Hellbat spray. So can he break out? He actually needs High Templar if he's going to make use of this storm, which is not being chrono boost at all, actually. Where is the chrono boost? Oh yeah, it's not an ongoing thing. It only works for 20 seconds. Wow, so I mean he can chrono boost something. There we go. Chrono boosting upgrades? Chrono boosting upgrades is what he's doing with his 2 Nexuses at this moment. It is a pretty big upgrade and pretty big increase here. It's let's take a look at that. 50% faster for 20 seconds is nice. It is in fact very, very nice. More units might want to make their way up to the front here for Kiwi. I mean, this is a pretty solid little section here, but it is not unbreakable. Not even the teeniest and tiniest of bits. Unbreakable. Command center setting up here at the third base for Kiwi. I think he's trying to establish a fourth with that one. Are we still hanging out, you guys? We're still hanging out. Observer comes over, sees what's up, sees, oh, that's a pretty formidable force there. But I think if you bring the tanks in, I don't know if you can storm from that distance, buddy. What is the range on that storm? Nope, not going to be enough. You can see that little circle out there, right? Can see it? I can see it. Not going to be enough. Tank definitely outranges you. Oh, he can storm. Just because of the vision problems, though. Observer gets murdered with the scan. Widowmine almost dies to storm, but has too many HP for that. As it turns out, walling off the right side of his third base, here is Kiwi. And at this point, not a lot has been lost. About 400 resources lost for the Terran player compared to 2,000 for Luke. So again, super cost efficiency, but this thing is not over yet. Got Archons in the mix, and eventually I feel like you can break it. Kiwi's not adding anything to this group. He's not adding anything to this offensive group. Luke, on the other hand, is mostly doing that. Dark Shrine coming in as well. Another Observer joins the party. High Templar are going to throw down another Storm. Does finish off a Widow Mine. Get some shots off on that Siege Tank as well, but there's another Scan and another Observer. So he's basically trading like a Widow Mine for 2 Observers at this point, which is not great. Fourth base here for Kiwi coming up in the top right side here, about the 18-minute mark. You guys going to Archon? Yes, they came right up to each other as though they were going to Archon, and then, in fact, did choose to Archon. Oh, he's going. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, I thought for a second for sure he was going. I mean, maybe lead with the Zealots, lead with the Immortals. All right, coming down that ramp, bringing Archons, bringing charge lots onto everything. Immortals crushing through at the same time, and that is it for that army. Wow. That was not even, that was a lot, I mean, less close than I expected, and I thought that would be a Ruffle Stomp. Vikings dying as well. So it's suddenly 173 to 121 supply. Luke is down, but did break out, which is good news for him. He needs another Observer is what he needs. He's making them best he can, but in the meantime, standing over the top of where he knows Observers are, or rather, Widow Mines are. So that's one fire. Getting a shot on that Archon, and there we go. Mortal taking shots as well. Does the magic damage? Incoming damage to 10 while the Immortal has shield. He's got shields. Oh, and then a recall. Recall from his natural. Because it's Thor drop action here from Kiwi. Thor drop action. You're a crazy person. 181 to 128 total supply. Kiwi has a nice lead. He's going to set up another army with more tanks this time. And run! Get out of here! Yeah, see that Immortal taking that damage like a boss. So I think, yeah, the Thor drop's going to come back in as long as the army is defending the front here. So some interesting multi-pronged harass out of our Terran player. Chrono Boost going down on upgrades again. So upgrade advantage here. +2 vehicle armor and weapons is done for Kiwi, including Drilling Claws is done for the Widow Mines. And we've got +3 attack and +2 armor done for Luke, including Charge and including Storm. So upgrade's not bad. Not bad here for the Terran player at all. But a little bit better for the Protoss. That's what Chrono Boost can get you. Are the Thor's still here? Yep, Thors are still taking stuff down here inside the main base. Oh, DTs. Surprise attack from DTs, killing one of the Thors very nicely before our Terran player can respond there. All right, so tank, Thor. Super Mech, another Observer dies. What is that, the 4th or 5th Observer? 6th Observer that has died in this game thus far. So 4 base to 2 base. Luke really needs to push out here. I know it's really scary. I know there's not a great chance it's going to work. This is a lot of Hellbat with +2 attack. Got those Thors in the back, got the Siege Tanks. Mortal Camp might be high enough, and the Zealots are pretty good against everything as long as the Hellbats aren't just constantly ripping them to shreds. Missile turrets coming up the front as well. No more Observers scouting me out, says Kiwi. I'm tired of that. Tired of that action. Just building a million command centers now as Kiwi. He is basically maxed out. He feels pretty confident in what he's at 66 to 37 total supply. DT's trying to sneak in here before the missile turrets are finished. And oh no, there's a scan anyway. Immortals trying to crush through this thing, dealing with it. Whatever is left is just the tanks and a Thor. And look at how these Immortals roll through this situation. It was not pretty. But the front is broken once again. 4 kills, 4 kills, 4 kills, 7 kills on that Immortal. Do all 3 of these seriously have 4 kills? That's weird. It's really odd. Not many stalkers here from Luke. The Vikings are pretty safe right about now. Another Thor. Well, same Thor drops back here. Thor ends up with 7 kills, 8 kills. We're going to give him 10 kills as these probes try to kill him. It's not going to work. It is not going to work out, I'm afraid. 15 kills on the Thor and down to 25 probes is Luke. So his counterattack is okay. It's nice, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I really don't. Tank on the high ground. Immortals crushing through that barracks. Come up, deal with the tanks. We've got the Dark Templar taking splash damage. Actually taking damage because there's a missile turret here. There's the scan. Dark Templar are available. This should not be happening. I really don't think so. DT's getting rid of tanks. Look at that. Not something you see every day. Archon trying to get rid of tanks at the same time. Immortals are still alive as they are, in fact, immortal. And Hellbats, the production facilities of the Terran player are in a really bad spot right now. 114 to 71 total supply, but a lot of that is going to be worker count landing. Vikings to try to deal with this, but the Immortals just hacking through. 14 kills on that dude. 32 hit points, but 14 kills. 8 kills, 10 kills on these Immortals. Buildings are falling. Stuff is still being produced. It is still being produced. DT is finally getting scanned and removed here. So it looks like we might hold this thing. Meanwhile, trying to expand to a third base. Back home here is Luke. Stalkers on top. Another tank is gone. What is happening? Zealous joining the game as well. Does our Protoss player have this? This might be one of the most surprising outcomes I've ever seen in a StarCraft game. Wow. Tanks coming up. DTs clearing them out. The scans getting rid of the DTs, but still doing enough damage in the process. These tanks just getting hammered by these Immortals. 12 kills, 17 kills, 13 kills. Stalkers assisting with this as well. Losing all of the add-ons for his buildings. All he can make here are Hellbats. I guess he can still make a tank, or they keep coming out and dying in the process here. SCV's coming to fight at the same time, but losing these factories is a huge, major problem for our Terran player. He is in emergency mode right now. Can the person who complained about having to play against a Masters player actually win against that Masters player? We will have to see. Another, again, it just doesn't matter. Tank damage against Immortals just is irrelevant. SCV is trying to join the party, but one Thor might go down here. Is it going to be enough? The Thor has so much armor, though. Has so much armor. And, yeah, sitting there at 4 armor. The SCVs are just barely tickling that guy. No. Attack the main. Where are you guys going? You Thors are heroes of the day. Zealots over here, the third base, rocking this one down as well. A fourth base is done for Kiwi, but he's suddenly down to 39 total supply. My hand hurts how hard I threw that, says Kiwi. Sorry, says Luke. Too much toying. Yeah, you know what? He kind of did play around a little bit, and then he's out. He's gone, and Luke is your victor today. Amazing comeback there from the Protoss player. I mean, it was scary for a second. And yeah, I think Kiwi was just playing too much. He was. I mean, Luke, let's hand it to him. His hero Immortals got stuff done. 34, 25, and 23 kills on those Immortals. Are you kidding me? Resources lost by the Terran ended up being 27,700 compared to 14,000 for Luke. I mean, that is a huge difference. Early in the game, Kiwi had lost, what, like 700 compared to 2,000 of Luke's? So, nice comeback on that one. 56 SCVs died, 21 probes, right? So, a lot of probes died to that Thor harassment, but ended up keeping the natural base. And third base, I mean, it was here. I kept worrying about these blue spots, but Vikings were just hanging out for Kiwi that whole time. So, pretty fun little Heart of the Swarm match, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and by that I mean daily Heart of the Swarm upload, and not daily, whatever, daily StarCraft upload, Heart of the Swarm edition. Got to figure out how to say that. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.